Sometimes in life, words feel too small for what we truly feel. But here I am, standing before you, letting my heart speak. I want you to know that every step I take, every moment I breathe, it's all leading me to you. I am coming to you, my love, not just in presence, but with every piece of who I am. And in this journey, I hope you feel the same warmth, the same trust, the same endless devotion that guides me home to you. I am coming to you, my love, and I want you to feel the weight of those words in the quiet corners of your heart where no one else ever reaches. I want you to hear the echo of every step I take towards you, not just as a motion through space, but as a declaration of everything I have ever held within me, everything I have ever longed to give, and everything I have ever feared might never find its home. There is a rhythm in my heart that beats only for you, and it has been guiding me through sleepless nights, through empty streets, through the noise of the world toward the soft and unspoken place where you exist, waiting, unaware of just how close I am, how completely I am surrendering to this journey. I have imagined this moment countless times, not just the moment when our eyes meet, but the thousand tiny moments that lead to it. The smell of your hair in the morning light, the warmth of your hand brushing against mine in passing, the sound of your laughter like a song I have known since before I understood music, the subtle shifts of your expression that speak volumes of your thoughts when you try to hide them. All of these fragments have become a map, a constellation that I follow through the dark, each star a memory or a hope or a dream, and every one of them drawing me inexorably closer to you. And yet, it is not just desire that carries me, it is reverence, the quiet awe of loving someone whose existence feels like the clearest truth in a world otherwise crowded with illusions. When I think of you, my love, I think of the gravity that keeps me steady, the light that guides me through the fog, the certainty that no matter how far I wander, there is a reason to return, a reason to keep walking, to keep breathing, to keep holding on to the possibility that we are meant to be found together in this lifetime. I am coming to you, and with every step I take, I shed fears that once held me back, doubts that once whispered I would never be enough, insecurities that made me hesitate and second guess the courage it takes to reach out and simply say, I see you, I choose you, I am yours. It is in this choice, repeated over and over in my mind, that I find strength. I choose you in the quiet mornings when the world is still, and I choose you in the chaos that tries to pull me away, and I choose you in moments of silence when the weight of life threatens to make everything feel distant. Every heartbeat, every thought, every breath is a step toward you, an acknowledgement that love is not passive, that it is a movement, a motion, a pilgrimage of the soul. And I am walking it, slowly, patiently, with reverence for the sacred space you occupy in my life, knowing that to arrive is not just to touch your hand, but to touch the very essence of who we are together. I think often of the time before this moment, of the years and months and days that led me to the realization that nothing else mattered as much as you. I remember wandering through rooms full of strangers, through streets full of faces that blurred together, through days that felt hollow and nights that felt endless, and yet always carrying the quiet, persistent certainty that somewhere, someone was waiting to make my heart whole. That someone is you, and it is not an idea or a hope or a fleeting fantasy. It is a truth that has settled in my bones, a truth that no storm can unsettle. I am coming to you, my love, because the universe in all its vastness has quietly conspired to make this meeting inevitable. And I will not waste a single moment questioning why or fearing what might come, because in my heart, I have already arrived where I am meant to be, with you. The path has not always been easy. There have been moments of doubt, shadows that threatened to obscure the clarity of this journey, moments when I questioned whether I had the courage to carry everything that I feel, moments when the world seemed too heavy to navigate. But love, true love, has a way of stripping away the unnecessary, of clarifying the essential, of revealing the direction, even when the road is uncertain. I am coming to you, my love, not because it is convenient or easy, but because it is necessary. Because without you, life would be a series of incomplete sentences, an unfinished melody, a sky without the stars that give it meaning. You are the axis around which my world turns, the gravity that holds me steady, the light that illuminates the corners of myself I have never dared to show. And I am coming to you, carrying every part of me, every scar and every hope, every fear and every joy, with the only intention of offering them to you not as a burden, but as a gift, a testament, a promise that I am here, I am present, I am yours. Even now, as I speak these words, I imagine you listening, feeling them not just with your mind, but with your soul. I imagine the warmth of your smile, the gentle way your eyes meet mine, the subtle shifts in your expression that tell me you understand, even without words. And in that imagination, I find comfort, courage, and a renewed sense of purpose. Because love is not passive, love is active, it is intentional. It is the decision to keep moving forward, even when the world resists, even when doubt creeps in. And so I move forward. I am coming to you, my love, through every obstacle, across every mile, through every heartbeat that reminds me that life is fleeting and precious, and meant to be shared with the one who completes the symphony of our existence. I want you to know that this journey is not just about being near you, it is about understanding you, cherishing you, holding the space for you in every way I can. I am coming to you with my past, with its lessons and mistakes, with the growth I have earned and the wisdom I have gathered. I am coming to you with the present, fully aware, fully awake, fully willing to meet you exactly where you are, without judgment, without expectation, without reservation. And I am coming to you with the future, with hope, with dreams yet unspoken, with promises that we will write together, with a vision of a life lived not separately, but in the fullness of togetherness. Even when the world feels chaotic, even when our surroundings challenge us, even when time seems to stretch endlessly between us, the certainty of my love for you remains unshaken. It is a constant, a truth that cannot be diluted, a flame that cannot be extinguished. I am coming to you, my love, because to wait any longer would be to deny the very essence of what it means to be alive. To love is to act, to risk, to give everything you have without hesitation. And that is exactly what I am doing. I am coming to you, my love, and I want you to feel it in every breath you take, in every quiet moment when the world is still, and only your heartbeat fills the space. I am coming to you not because it is simple or easy, but because it is inevitable, because every fiber of my being has been moving toward you even when I did not know your name, even when I did not know that you existed in the way that would make me whole. The universe has a way of nudging us toward those who complete us, toward those whose presence makes life's chaos bearable, whose smile becomes the axis of our entire existence. And I have felt that pull, felt it in the quiet moments when nothing else mattered but the thought of you, imagined or real, waiting somewhere in the world, waiting for the day I would finally step across the invisible distance that separates us. I am coming to you with all that I am, with the love I have hidden in corners of my soul, with the longing that has carried me through lonely nights and through days when laughter felt hollow and time stretched endlessly. I have carried it patiently, holding it close, knowing that it was not something to rush, knowing that it needed to grow and deepen, needing to be worthy of you. And now, as I move toward you, I want you to understand that every moment of waiting, every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome has been in preparation for this journey, for the crossing of the invisible river that has separated us until now. I am coming to you, not as a shadow or a whisper, but as a living, breathing promise, a testament to the power of love to conquer distance, to overcome fear, to break through doubt and hesitation, and arrive at the place where hearts meet without pretense, without hesitation, without condition. When I think of you, my love, I think of the way the world seems to pause in your presence, as if it too recognizes the gravity of what you mean to me. I think of the way your laughter has the power to illuminate the darkest rooms, the way your eyes carry worlds of meaning in a single glance, the way your touch, imagined or remembered, can make the impossible seem attainable. And I am coming to you, carrying all of these thoughts, all of these memories, all of this love, knowing that when I reach you, it will not just be a meeting of bodies, but a joining of lives, of dreams, of everything we have been waiting to share. I want you to know that I have been preparing for this journey not only with longing, but with a deliberate patience, with a consciousness of the fragility and the preciousness of what we are about to create together. Every step I take toward you has been mindful, deliberate, imbued with the reverence that comes from knowing that love is not possession, that love is not demand, that love is a giving of oneself in the purest, most unguarded way. And I am coming to you, my love, with that reverence, with that care, with the quiet understanding that the moments we will share are sacred, not because they are grand or dramatic, but because they are ours, because they are born from truth, from authenticity, from the deepest places of our hearts. I have imagined countless ways that this moment might arrive. Imagine the instant when my hand reaches for yours. Imagine the look in your eyes when you realize that all the time, all the waiting, all the silent preparation has been for this single crossing. And in each imagined moment, there is a tenderness, a softness, a humility in the love that flows from me toward you. I am coming to you not to demand, not to claim, not to disrupt, but to join, to harmonize, to complete. You are not missing anything, and I am not arriving to fill emptiness, but to add to the fullness that already exists within you and within us together. Even as I move closer, I carry the echoes of all the moments that led me here, I carry the lessons learned in solitude, the understanding that love is not always immediate, that love often requires courage, patience, endurance, and trust. I carry the memories of times when hope felt fragile, when fear threatened to hold me back, when doubt whispered that perhaps I was not worthy, that perhaps I would never arrive. And yet here I am, moving forward, propelled by a force far greater than any hesitation or uncertainty, propelled by the undeniable truth that you exist, that you are real, and that you are waiting in the quiet, serene way that only true love can evoke. I am coming to you with all my scars, all my imperfections, every fragment of myself I have ever hidden, every shadow I have tried to conceal, knowing that true love sees all and embraces all, that the journey to you is not just about what is easy to offer, but also about what is difficult, what is raw, what is unpolished, what is true. I am coming to you with a humility born of understanding that love is not about triumph, but about presence, not about achievement, but about devotion, not about conquest, but about surrender. And in this surrender, I find freedom, I find joy, I find the courage to lay myself bare before you, knowing that to love fully is to risk fully, to give fully, to open fully, without reservation, without hesitation, without fear. I have walked through shadows, through quiet streets that felt empty without you, through moments of doubt that threatened to make my steps falter, through nights where the silence pressed heavily against my chest. And yet, through it all, I have held the vision of you, the hope of you, the inevitability of you in my heart. And now, the path is clear. I am coming to you, my love, carrying everything that I have been, everything I have learned, everything I have dreamed of, with a single purpose: to be near you, to share with you, to join with you in a way that is beyond words, beyond gestures, beyond what the world calls love. To enter a space where only we exist, only our hearts speak, only our souls recognize the truth of one another. I am coming to you with patience and with urgency, with quiet reverence and with fierce devotion, with all that is gentle and all that is passionate within me. I am coming to you with hope as my compass, with longing as my fuel, with every thought, every breath, every heartbeat dedicated to the simple truth that to love is to move, to act, to arrive. And I will not be deterred, I will not be distracted, I will not allow any force to slow the rhythm of my steps, because this love is too profound, too true, too essential to be left unclaimed. I am coming to you through memories and dreams, through past lessons and future hopes, through every fear and every joy, carrying them all with the recognition that love asks for nothing but presence, for nothing but sincerity, for nothing but the willingness to give oneself completely. I am coming to you with the quiet acknowledgement that life is fleeting, that every moment is precious, that the seconds we have are gifts, and that to hesitate any longer would be to deny the extraordinary beauty of what awaits us. Even when the world conspires to distract, even when time feels long, even when distance seems vast, I am moving forward, propelled by the gravity of you, by the certainty that love of this depth is rare, that it is not something to question or postpone, that it is not something to be measured or contained. I am coming to you with every intention of honoring the sacredness of this connection, of holding it tenderly, of nurturing it gently, of allowing it to flourish in the light of truth, in the warmth of understanding, in the fullness of devotion. I have imagined your face countless times, the expressions you make when you are joyful, when you are thoughtful, when you are simply being, the small gestures that reveal the depth of your spirit, the quiet ways you illuminate the world without knowing it. And I am coming to you carrying these visions, not as expectations, but as treasures, as witnesses to the love that has guided me here, as affirmations of the path that has led me to you. Every heartbeat is a drum calling me closer, every thought a whisper urging me onward, every breath a prayer that we will finally exist in the same space, in the same moment, fully aware, fully awake, fully loving. I am coming to you not with grand declarations alone, but with the small, tender truths that make love endure, the commitment to listen, to understand, to support, to celebrate, to grieve, to heal, to grow, to forgive, to cherish. I am coming to you with a willingness to be patient, to be kind, to be present, to be unwavering, to be consistent, to be real. I am coming to you with the recognition that love is 1,000 small gestures, 1,000 quiet moments, 1,000 shared breaths, and that each one carries the weight of eternity when given sincerely. And so I move forward, my love, with the certainty of your existence, with the clarity of my purpose, with the depth of my devotion, with every step, every thought, every heartbeat aligned with the singular truth. I am coming to you, and nothing in this world, in this life, in the vast expanse of time and space, will keep me from arriving, will keep me from reaching the sacred place where we belong together, will keep me from offering all that I am to all that you are, and together, all that we can become.